Now you piqued everybody's curiosity to just see what is it like, because a virtual keynote is not just you talking on a Zoom session about a topic. It's way
No,
beyond that. And
it's
do you
not.
want to give us a little preview, a little sample of what's involved in this virtual keynote?
It'd be fun. If you don't mind, I'll be glad to do that. It would give
Absolutely.
people an idea of what might be possible in their world too. And so if we pretend now I'm kind of got the curtain over it, now I'm in my virtual keynote self. So we're talking about the 7 voices. And so let's see if we can't be introduced to voice number 1.
Wow, they have such a nice car. That is such a great outfit. I'm so jealous. Look at what they're eating, and they're so skinny. How does that happen?
Has anyone heard that voice before?
I am the voice of comparison.
Comparison. We're always looking over the fence at somebody else's yard to see how their grass is greener than yours. Looking at somebody else's car to see if it's shinier or newer than yours. You're looking at everybody's Zoom screen around you to see who's got the coolest background behind you. This voice of comparison has sometimes been called the terrible twos. No, not T-W-O, no, T-O-O. The terrible twos sound something like this.
I'm too slow.
Too uneducated.
Too short.
Too indecisive.
Too average. Too picky.
Too impatient.
Too quiet.
Too clumsy.
Too critical.
Too smart for my own good.
Everyone
Everybody
else
gets more likes than me.
I wish I still had a full head of hair like him.
I'm still single and she's getting married. Again!
Science says that up to 10% of our total thoughts every day are comparison thoughts. And you know where this happens the most?
The bathroom mirror?
No. Social media, of course. You've all seen on Facebook when somebody you know posts a photo that you know isn't their life at all. You say, I know this person, that's not who they are. It's more like fake book, not Facebook.
Now wait a minute. What about all those salespeople you train? Don't they have to compare themselves to some standard of performance?
Well, of course, all of us have to, particularly in that profession of sales. In fact, many of the teams I work with have something like this in each one of their offices. This is called a hustle board. This is the type of place where on the left-hand side, each person's name on the sales team is there, and on the right-hand side are all of the measures of success that each of them have. When you're in sales, you have to measure yourself against other people to be able to know how well you're performing or stacking up. But this lifestyle isn't for everyone. I mean, how many of you just had a panic attack thinking about your name being on the hustle board? It's not for everyone. The voice of comparison manifests itself differently in all of us. And sometimes we hear that brain invader and it begins to eat us alive. But there are ways in which to overcome this voice of comparison. So I'd like to share with you 3 different ways in which you can overcome your voice of comparison and get past those terrible twos of your own. Bam. Okay, so out of that into where we were. So is that helpful?
That's very helpful. And it's so creative. And it's not just you talking, but there's the sound effects. There's the acting out, the gestures. That's absolutely wonderful. I really enjoyed it. I'm sure everybody else. What's that?
Thank you. It's really fun to do. I call these my puppets over here, which is really fun. And what we've done is we're working with corporations to be able to actually insert the voice of one or more of their people.
Oh, wow.
Be the voices. So you could actually have your boss be the voice of comparison. We would pre-record his or her voice and put it in place of what I have here. And so they actually hear their own people as a part of the presentation.
Because the best part of keynotes is when you personalize it for the audience and it's not the canned speech.